Welcome back again to Gunner's View. Subscribe for more updates. Today brought another focused and productive training session at Sobha Realty Training Centre, where Arsenal's available players continued their preparations under the close guidance of manager Mikel Arteta and his coaching staff. Despite many first-team stars being away on international duty, the atmosphere within the camp has remained positive, professional, and full of energy as the Gunners look to maintain momentum heading into the next phase of the season. The session was marked by a calm but determined tone, with every exercise designed to keep the players sharp and physically ready. Arteta and his team placed strong emphasis on fitness maintenance, ball retention, and tactical discipline. The coaching staff ensured that every drill had a clear purpose, from quick passing routines to intense pressing patterns, aimed at preserving the high standards that have defined Arsenal's performances this season. With a smaller group available, Arteta has taken full advantage of the opportunity to work more closely with individual players. Training included small-sided games and situational drills focused on decision-making, transitions, and attacking movement. These sessions have allowed younger and fringe players to receive more tailored feedback, improving their technical quality and understanding of the team's playing philosophy. The absence of several senior internationals has also opened the door for academy talents to train alongside the first team. According to reports from Sobha Realty Training Centre, the young players have impressed the coaching staff with their intensity, focus, and adaptability. Their involvement has not only boosted their confidence, but also created a healthy, competitive atmosphere in the camp, one that reflects the strong culture Arteta has built at the club. Arteta's coaching team have also been monitoring the workload of players returning from injury, such as Piero Hincapié and Noni Madueke, ensuring that their rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. The focus remains on balancing recovery with conditioning, so that every player can return to full fitness without rushing the process. Meanwhile, the analytical staff have been closely reviewing performance data and preparing tailored plans to help the squad reintegrate seamlessly after the international break. Off the pitch, Arteta has been in constant discussion with his backroom team, mapping out training schedules for the coming week. The plan is to gradually increase intensity as more players return from international duty, ensuring that the entire group is synchronized and ready for the Premier League clash against Fulham on October 18th. Every sign from Sobha Realty Training Centre points to a squad maintaining high standards even in a quieter period. The mood is focused, the energy is right, and the message from Arteta is clear: stay disciplined, stay sharp, and come back stronger. As Arsenal aim to continue their unbeaten run and push for the top of the table, the work being done behind the scenes during this break could prove vital in shaping the team's momentum for the months ahead. In other news, Arsenal extended their unbeaten run to 7 games after a solid 2-0 win over West Ham on Saturday. However, the victory came with concerns as 2 key players, Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice, picked up fresh injuries that added to Mikel Arteta's growing list of fitness problems. With the October international break now underway, Arsenal will be hoping to use this period to recover several key players ahead of their next Premier League clash against Fulham on October 18th. Martin Odegaard's injury worries continued after he was forced off once again, this time with a knee problem. The Norwegian midfielder, who had only just returned from a shoulder injury, was withdrawn before half-time after clashing knees with Crescencio Somerville. Despite trying to continue, he was ultimately replaced by Martin Zubimendi. Speaking after the match, Mikel Arteta revealed that Odegaard was not positive about the incident, explaining that he was in discomfort and wearing a brace on his knee. Arsenal later confirmed that the captain had suffered a medial collateral ligament injury to his left knee and subsequently withdrew from international duty with Norway. No official timeline has been given for his recovery, meaning his return date remains unknown. Declan Rice, who opened the scoring against his former club West Ham, also ended the match prematurely after appearing to suffer a lower back issue late in the game. The midfielder was visibly in pain and had to be substituted as a precaution. Fortunately, Rice was spotted training with the England national team on Monday, easing fears of a long-term absence. Arsenal are optimistic that he will be available to face Fulham after the international break, with his expected return date set for October 18th. Noni Madueke, another summer addition, has also joined Arsenal's injury list. The winger was finding his rhythm in Arteta's system before suffering a knee injury during the 1-1 draw with Manchester City. He was taken off at half-time, with Arteta confirming that the problem would keep him sidelined for several weeks. The manager explained that Madueke had an issue very early in the match and wasn't well enough to continue. The young attacker is expected to return to action in late November, depending on his recovery progress. Piero Hincapié, one of Arsenal's recent defensive signings, remains out with a groin injury. Arteta admitted before the West Ham match that the Ecuadorian was close to returning but not quite ready to play. The coach revealed that the international break would be used to give the defender extra time to recover, with the expectation that Hincapié could rejoin full training and be available for selection against Fulham on October 18th. Kai Havertz is still working his way back from knee surgery that ruled him out of the start of the season. The German midfielder is now in the rehabilitation phase, slowly rebuilding strength in the injured area. Arteta praised his determination, but stressed that recovery would take time. "He's starting to load the knee and do some bits," Arteta explained. "It's going to take weeks or months, but knowing Kai, he'll do everything to come back quickly. If all goes well, Havertz is expected to return to action sometime in November." Gabriel Jesus remains a long-term absentee as he continues his recovery from major ACL surgery. Although the Brazilian striker has returned to light training on grass, his exclusion from Arsenal's Champions League squad suggests that his comeback will not happen soon. Arteta confirmed that Jesus' recovery timeline currently places him between December and January, though the manager remains hopeful he might return earlier if his progress accelerates. Despite the challenges, Arsenal have shown impressive depth and resilience this season. Arteta's side has managed to maintain their unbeaten run while coping with multiple absences. The international break arrives at a perfect time for the Gunners to regroup, recover, and prepare for a demanding stretch of fixtures. Fans will be hoping to see several key names, including Rice, Hincapié, and possibly Odegaard, return soon as Arsenal look to continue their strong start to the campaign.